From name-calling to bathhouse proposals and possibly ousting the police chief, it seems there is always something to talk about with the Minneapolis City Council.
In today's Talking Points, Esme Murphy spoke with Council President Elliott Payne about a council that often gets attention for the wrong reasons.
I've certainly heard Councilmember Wansley today make snarky comments and noises at people when she didn't like how people voted.
The dysfunction only looks bad, according to the council president, because Minneapolis is emerging from an unprecedented united front against ICE and Operation Metro Surge. That's Payne being shoved by an ICE agent in January as he tried to monitor detainments.
In the absence of that unifying force of a federal occupation, it's really hard to hold that bond together.
Okay. It's just that we're all watching these arguments on the city council television, going, what is going on? I mean, can you just have a little respect? All of you are very smart, successful people. What's the problem?
There's a lot of passion on city council, and you don't run for one of these offices with some passive approach to this work. You want to be very active and engaged.
The council has made headlines for rejecting the renomination of Todrick Barnett as the head of community safety and an apparent willingness to reject the mayor's renomination of Chief Brian O'Hara. Not so fast, says Payne, who was a no on Barnett and appeared to be on the way to a no vote on O'Hara.
I don't know where that reporting's coming from, because unless you talk to every single council member and they've given you a firm commitment on what their position is, you can't report that news. And I don't think that every council member has a firm position on this role.
It was Payne who was the author of one of the city's most controversial recent proposals, bringing back bathhouses that would allow sexual activity. What were your reasons?
Safety is first among them. Having a regulated space where we can have awareness and education around risks and interventions.
And Esme Murphy joined us now. What is the status of that bathhouse proposal?
Right now, that has been tabled, and it's being researched by committees. It was pretty hot to handle in a lot of ways, and they decided that they were going to wait. It can be brought up at a later date.
Esme, let's talk about the chief, because this is a big issue. Yeah. Talk about the process of renominating him. And also, no chief is going to be universally popular, but he's got good marks for what he did nationally during Metro Surge, and he stood, I think, by what most people wanted. Yeah, but they don't like him.
Yeah, they don't like him. He's very popular. I think he got a standing ovation when he went to a Timberwolves game. A lot of national acclaim for handling the very difficult situation with Operation Metro Surge. Yeah. So it's very difficult to see what's lying ahead for him.
But you said that there was an even bigger problem, though. Payne said there's a bigger problem with renominating him, right?
Elliott Payne says that he's the council president, that the biggest problem was that the city of Minneapolis Police Department ran up a $20 million overtime bill that was announced in December of 2025.
Not Operation Metro Surge.
Right, it was before that. And the council claims they were blindsided, and that what they would have expected from the chief is more regular reports saying, hey, we're headed to this huge overtime bill.
And what's the process usually, though?
Well, with the obviously extraordinary times, and they're down several hundred people. Another issue is there have been a bunch of complaints, 30 complaints that have been filed against the chief. These are anonymous complaints. Most of them came up during Operation Metro Surge. They don't become public unless they're sustained. So it's a very difficult issue to try and sort through.
I don't know if I buy the we're all passionate thing when they become so uncivil and act like children. What's the relationship between Payne and the mayor? Okay,
Payne, Council President Payne says it's not as bad as reporters make it out to be.
Or what we're seeing?
What we're seeing. Just in terms of him and the mayor's relationship.
Oh, okay.
He says, that they can work together, that obviously there are a lot of differences. In 2021, the city of Minneapolis voted for a stronger mayor and changed the city laws. Yeah. That's been a rough rollout of sorts, but the council has always disagreed. As for the council between themselves, I think a lot of people think it's gotten out of hand.
Yeah, I think that's where the issue is.
I think you're right, and I love the fact that they want to talk about how passionate they are, but I don't know if they understand their perception from their constituents.
Right. I think civility, Amelia was talking earlier, civility matters.
Yeah. All right.
Interesting.
Well,